Hey guys, it's Izzy and welcome to my first video in a new sketchbook. Yeah, the other sketchbook is filled up. And so technically this is the third sketchbook to show up on my channel, but one of them I only did like half of the pictures in on YouTube and the other half was just random stuff. So yeah, I'm counting this as the second sketchbook of the channel. Well, I'll just count as the third. So yeah. So if you couldn't tell by the title, this is another video that's a comic. Mainly because I had an idea for a comic and I was like, yes, this is what I'm doing. But I came up with the idea after I drew something for the first drawing of a video. So now I just have that random little snippet of a video that might not be used, or it might be used for tomorrow, just flying around in the storage and the Photos app. Yeah, so random piece of knowledge that you never needed to know, right there. Yeah, enjoy that piece of knowledge. So yeah. On my Instagram, since I'm trying to get more active on my Instagram, I just took a picture of the new sketchbook front, and I was like, woohoo, new sketchbook today! Also, I started just putting a bunch of hashtags at the bottom of my posts, because that's the way you get people to notice your Instagram thing, and if people find my Instagram, they might find my channel. So yeah, that's why there's a bunch of hashtags. It's not just me being weird. I honestly don't want to do the hashtags, but I want people to be able to find my channel. So that's why they're there. Yeah, so welcome to my new sketchbook. And then here we are, starting the comic. This is a 6-panel comic, which I don't normally do. In the 4-panel comic, Nope the Comic, that took me 45 minutes to make. A 4-panel comic took me 45 minutes to make. And this is a 6-panel comic. Guess how long it took for me to make this one? I'll give you a minute to guess. And most of you probably got it wrong, but my dad knows because I told him, ding, 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 you are correct. This took me 30 minutes. Yeah. 15 minutes less than the smaller one. Do you want to know why? I was rushing because I thought I wouldn't have enough time to finish it. And I am going a little bit later than I'm supposed to again. So yeah, sorry about that, Dad. Yeah. So for all of you guys watching that isn't my dad, or Dad can listen to me talk about it again, yeah, so this is about Zora and Fagna. Again, mainly because they're the only people on this channel that are actually like someone. Because Sora you never see anywhere. And now just sits in the corner and waits for me to use her from time to time, and there's no one for them to have love interests with. So most of their personalities would be how they would be in the comic. Because I have ideas for all of them to be in the comic, but I'm not continuing my comic unless you guys want me to continue it. So there's these small comics, which are just random ones, but there's also Random Stuff Comic Edition, which is the first comic in a series, well, a soon-to-be series, because I didn't start the second one yet. Because I didn't start the second one, because I wanted to see if you guys wanted to see me make the second one, because the first one I already made, and I wanted you guys to be able to see what the second one looked like. So yeah. So, so pretty much there are no guy characters, and for the people that don't like what I did with Zora and Fagna, I don't want all of the other characters to be like that for the people that don't like it. So yeah, that's why Zora and Vagna are the only people that have crushes on people. Plus, in a weird way, with the comic thing, so I put myself in the comic. Yeah, so that's a thing. And so in the comic, Sora with an S. I don't know why I made their names so close to each other. Sora and I are pretty much like sisters. Like, we treat each other like sisters in the comics. So, yeah, that's why. Random story about comics. Last year, I was in the school newspaper for a month. I was one of the people who helped start the school newspaper because we didn't have one. And I did a comic for the first one. The second one, they didn't like the comic. And then I couldn't come up with an idea for the third one because all of them had to do with the 7 habits. Our school uses the 7 habits. They're be proactive, begin with the end in mind, put first things first, think win-win. There's one I can't remember, synergize and sharpen the saw. And then there's the 8th one no one told us about until the end of 6th grade, which is like follow your voice or something. It's like do what you like to do. I'm like, okay, A, that's pretty much exactly the same as sharpen the saw, and B, you don't let us do what most of us like to do anyway. Like, you don't let me draw. Yeah, I got yelled at multiple times for drawing, even though the teacher said, the teacher would say, okay, when you're finished, you can do whatever you want as long as it's quiet. So I'll start drawing, and the teacher will come up to me and be like, what are you doing? You can't draw. I'm like, what? But I mean, like, you can't talk back to the teacher. That's just a thing you can't do unless you want to get yelled at even more. So, I was going to do the habits in order. Be proactive. No, I did sharpen the saw first, because that was the only one I had an idea for. I was going to do put first things first for the second one, but that one didn't really look good, and I couldn't come up with an idea that was actually, like, funny, or at least somewhat funny. And then all of the other ones, I was just like, yeah, no, I don't know how I'm going to turn these into a comic that people will actually enjoy. So yeah, that's why I didn't quit. I just stopped going to the meeting because I'm not good with, like, being, like, if, say, I don't know, if it's like oh, hey, you read this book in class, I'm going to take this book for today, I'll give it back tomorrow. And then the next week you still don't have the book back. I won't be able to go up to the teacher and be like, hey, can you give me my book back? You took it from me and you said you would give it back, but you never gave it back. I wouldn't be able to do that. Same thing with telling the people I quit. So I was just like, okay, I'm just going to stop coming to the meetings until you just assume that I quit. Yeah. Okay, so the comic is almost done. This comic is actually kind of stupid, but I don't know, I find stupid stuff funny. It's either so bad that it's funny or it's so stupid that it's funny. So yeah. This is going later than I thought it would, but okay. This is just something that I need to do. Okay, so here we go. It's done. So in the first frame, Zora goes, I got something for you. Vagna's like, what? And then next panel, I got something for you too. They're both cards. They open up each other's cards. Both of them say, will you be my Valentine? And then the bottom, they're just staring at each other like, well, this is awkward. And then in the last panel, they just start laughing because they find it hilarious that they both got the exact same card for each other. Yeah, I told you it was a stupid idea. I hope you guys find it funny. Yeah, I'm not very good at actually coming up with something that's funny. Yeah. now I have nothing to talk about, so it's going to be super awkward. So yeah, here we go. Also, thing you might notice, my nails are actually painted for once and they don't look really bad. So yeah, they're red. Do you want to know why they're red? Because it's Valentine's Day and they didn't have a dark pink that had sparkles in it. So yeah, it's dark red with sparkles in it because it was the closest thing I could find that was near dark pink. So yeah. Also, there's this one Valentine's Day card that I just find hilarious. It's just a single piece of paper with a it looks like it was typed on a typewriter. Do you want to know what words it says? You suck less than most people. It's true though, because there's always something about someone that you find super annoying, and I guess you don't find anything as annoying with them. I don't know, I never actually really had a crush on anyone. So yeah. Well, I did have a crush once, but it wasn't actually a crush. It was more like, I guess this is just the next level of best friends forever. We're going to be super awesome best friends or something. I didn't understand what crush was. Yeah, the kid was a jerk. So it was in kindergarten that this happened. So me and the kid. So the bathroom door was wooden and like an inch thick. And you know what this kid does? He purposely slams it on my finger. Yeah, the kid apparently didn't like me that much. And then one time we randomly met at Disney. I guess he was there at the same time I was. I went for my birthday. And you know what he did? He threw away my pink crayon. Yeah, that's the one thing I can never forgive him for. That's the end. Boom!